It's almost dark. Why are you only coming to take over now?
I just got back from the hospital.
I don't want to hear excuses. If you can't handle the job, then quit.
Huh?
Lord Divine Master, you've hidden your identity well.
Divine Master?
Lord Divine Master, please marry our CEO.
President Zhang. Isn't this a bit too sudden? Why don't you give me some time?
I'll think it over.
Call me Heir.
Huh? Hello? What? My mom's been hospitalized? Sorry, something urgent came up. I have to go.
Doctor, how is my mom?
We've done everything we can. She may never wake up.
Since she's not waking up anyway, I don't think there's any need to continue the treatment.
We might as well pull the oxygen.
Lin Qingxue, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, 宝宝. So this is your useless ex-boyfriend?
Oh?
What's going on here? Is someone about to die here? Want me to call and have some funeral wreath sent over? Huh? Ha 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 ha. I'll kill you.
Ha! Ha!
Ha!
Ah! Oh! Damn you!
Ah!
Protect the young master!
Greetings, Divine Master.
He's the Divine Master!
What, Divine Master? Isn't he just a loser?
Show any more disrespect to the Divine Master and you'll die.
Let's go.
Zhang Yihan sent you, didn't he? Go back and tell him.
I'm not in the mood to play his games.
He's not the Divine Master, but he looks exactly like the Divine Master. The Divine Master has cultivated the 9 dragons' divine art. His aura would be completely transformed. Look at him. His aura is weak. He can barely even walk.
But there is already turmoil within the temple. If they find out
that we still haven't found the Divine Lord, I'm afraid you'll have to tell them that the Divine Lord is currently in the northern frontier. He'll reach Haicheng in 3 days for the God King banquet. Do it in 3 days. Do you want to save your mother?
You can save her.
But you must agree to one condition.
I'll arrange the best hospital and the top doctors for your mother. I can't guarantee she'll wake up, but it definitely won't be like this anymore, lying here, waiting to die.
我怎么样？为秘密。
I want you.
To impersonate the Divine Lord?
That's the Lin Tian Supreme?
If he really is the Divine Lord, we're dead for sure.
Don't worry, I have distant relatives serving in the temple.
Alright.
The Divine Lord is in the northern frontier. He's not in Haicheng at all.
So that means they're all frauds?
Exactly! It must be that useless Chu Yang hiring a bunch of extras.
Well played, Chu Yao. Young Master Zhao, let's go back and expose him right now.
No rush. In 3 days, the Divine Lord will be in Linhai City.
By then, all the elites of Haicheng will be there.
Ha ha ha!
This is one of the Divine Lord's secluded residences. You will learn and study everything about the Divine Lord here. Training time!
Ah! I win! No more! I can't hold on. I really can't.
Again, at the God King banquet in 3 days, elites from all circles, including the temple's top brass, will all be there. You're still not convincing enough.
I can't go on. I really can't.
Whoa! Ah!
These are the Divine Lord's life records. Memorize all of them.
I memorized them long ago.
How is that possible? It's only been half a day.
I've had an extraordinary memory since I was a child.
I never forget anything I see.
Linglong. How did I perform?
Impressive. He really is gifted.
Although he's memorized the Lord's life story and mimics his bearing well. But that alone won't fool those old foxes in the Divine Hall.
He'll never see the truth. My lord, what do you mean? Ah.
That's enough! Your foundation is too weak, and you have no technique at all!
Within 3 days, I'll make sure you master the Lord's supreme techniques!
Hey!
That's the Lord's wandering dragon step and mystic void palm.
The Lord vanished long ago. How could an ordinary man possibly learn them?
For a moment, I saw the Lord's shadow in him.
From now on, your sword won't even touch me.
Although you haven't mastered the 9-dragon divine art, with the wandering dragon step and mystic void palm, you can still take on 100 enemies alone.
At the God King banquet, I'll help you get through it. But you must promise me one thing.
What is it? When my mom wakes up, pretend to be my girlfriend.
I'll have Zhenghong go with you.
Huh? No way.
Why? Why?
Because with hips like yours, you'd bear strong sons. Why isn't Xu Linglong here? Did I arrive too early?
出洋，我送的你挺色哩。出洋，
You dare show up at God King banquet?
Are you stupid?
Or just ignorant?
What?
Wasn't the last lesson enough for you?
Still refusing to admit defeat?
Then I'll teach you a lesson on behalf of the Divine Hall.
Who dares lay a hand on my man, Zhen Yihan? I know you're the Divine Lord, but you're hiding your identity and working at my company. There must be a reason behind it.
The business queen of Hai Cheng.
Jiang Yihan, president of the Jiang Group, is actually defending a useless nobody.
The dinner's about to begin. Let's head inside. All right.
President Jiang, long time no see. You're as impressive as ever. Ha 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 ha.
President Jiang, and this is...
Oh, to be accompanying President Jiang. You must be quite close, I presume.
I'm Zhou Qiyan of the Zhou family. Since you arrived with President Jiang, you must be the heir of some prominent family.
May I have the honor of making your acquaintance?
The Lord of the Divine Temple.
The Supreme Divine Lord, Ling Tian.
We didn't know the Divine Lord had arrived. Please forgive us for failing to welcome you properly.
Patriarch Wu, Patriarch Zhou. Uncles, please. Don't be fooled by him.
He's no Divine Lord at all.
So it's young Master Zhao.
You were saying he isn't?
Well,
Young man, even if you're a friend of President Jiang,
you can't joke about something like this.
we're all here to pay our respects to the Divine Lord. Young man, this is no joke to be made lightly.
What? Wait.
When I say I am, you don't believe me. When he says I'm not,
you believe him instead?
President Jiang, what's going on here?
This gentleman, he
is indeed the Divine Lord.
I can vouch for him.
President Jiang, perhaps you don't know yet. He's a fraud.
He's just a small-time employee who's worked in Haicheng for 3 years and still can't afford a house or even a car. What, don't feel like working hard anymore, so you're pretending to be the Divine Lord to live off a woman?
President Jiang.
it seems you've misjudged him. Today, the true Divine Lord will arrive in Haicheng. This is an honor for Haicheng. I, Zhou Qinyan, will never allow anyone to offend the Divine Lord's authority again. I won't allow it either.
Neither will we.
For Mr. Jiang's sake, huh?
Go back to wherever you came from.
Trying to leave? I'm afraid it's too late. To be frank, my uncle is Lord Weiqing of the Divine Temple. This man dared to impersonate the Divine Lord. He must be handed over to the Divine Temple, and he's not leaving today. Young Master Zhang, I never expected you to have connections like that.
Mr. Zhao.
Then the Zhou and Zhao families should work more closely from now on.
Don't worry, I'm not leaving. This banquet is held for my lord. If I were to leave this seat...
Wouldn't the throne be left empty?
A fake dares to sit on the Divine Lord's throne.
Offending the Divine Lord is already a capital crime, yet he even covets the Divine Lord's throne.
I say drag him out and throw him into the sea to feed the fish.
The Zhou family head speaks wisely.
The Divine Lord is about to arrive. Do not let this man disrupt the banquet.
I support the Zhou family head's proposal. Drag him out and sink him into the sea.
Why are you still standing there? Haven't you gone yet?
Xu Linglong, hurry up and get here.
Wait, I have evidence to prove it. He is the genuine Divine Lord, without the slightest doubt. This is an official Dragon Kingdom publication, accessible only to high-ranking court officials. It contains reports about the Divine Lord. including photos of him meeting the monarch. See for yourself, sir.
I was blind and failed to recognize your greatness.
I offended the Divine Lord. Please punish me as you see fit.
Greetings to the Divine Lord. Greetings to the Divine Lord.
This is impossible. Isn't he just a useless nobody? It cost me 3 whole years of my youth. That good-for-nothing never even bought me a designer bag. How could he possibly be the Divine Lord of the world's most powerful force?
I've long heard that the Divine Lord intends to retire. Presumably these 3 years in Haicheng were meant to experience mortal life. I just never expected people like you
to dare treat him with such disgraceful attitudes.
You have insulted the Divine Lord time and again. Do you know your crime?
Xu Yang, after all, we were together for 3 years. Deep down, you still care about me, don't you?
Lin Qingxue, I don't know you.
The Divine Lord has spoken. He doesn't know you. Step back at once!
Since the Divine Lord has taken his seat,
I believe today's God King banquet may officially begin.
Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Wait, young Master Zhao. You still have something to say? Patriarch Zhao, Patriarch Zhou, don't you find this whole matter suspicious?
Young Master Zhao, President Zhang has already produced evidence proving the Divine Lord is genuine.
What? You're still doubting it?
This Dragon Nation internal journal is fake!
Young Master Zhang, do you realize what you're saying?
Of course I know what I'm saying. That imposter behind you. His mother has an incurable illness and desperately needs money right now.
And it just happens to be at this exact moment.
You obtained this Dragon Nation internal journal. Don't you think it's all too coincidental? Young Master Zhao, you're saying that his copy of the Dragon Nation internal journal was forged by that trash? All to get close to President Jiang and seize her billions in assets.
Professor, you can't make accusations without proof.
3 days ago, that trash was still working at President Jiang's company. President Jiang should have even met him.
So what if she did?
3 days ago, the Divine Lord was not in Haicheng. He was in Beijing. What?
Ah! Deacon Wei Qing of the Divine Temple has arrived!
I can testify that young Master Zhao is telling the truth. 3 days ago,
I received word from headquarters that the God Lord was in the northern border
and would only arrive in Haicheng today. Moreover, whenever the God Lord travels, Linglong is always by his side, with personal guards in close attendance.
Yet you came alone.
And you arrived in Haicheng 3 days ago. How could you possibly be the God Lord?
If you hadn't come with President Jiang, you probably wouldn't have even made it through the door.
Well then, you really are a fraud!
I should have realized it sooner.
President Jiang, people can be truly treacherous.
I warned you long ago. He's nothing but trash.
Lord Huajing, thank goodness you arrived in time. Otherwise, we'd all have been fooled by him.
Now that the truth is clear, Deacon Wei, please pass judgment.
Uncle, this man impersonated the God Lord and disrupted the order of the God King's banquet. This is a grave crime. He must be severely punished.
Dad! So you've already decided that I'm a fake?
So Yang, at a time like this, are you still hoping for a miracle?
He's under my protection even if he's guilty. I should be the one to deal with him.
President Jiang, at this point, are you still trying to plead for this fraud?
President Jiang,
it's not that I won't show you respect. This concerns the God Lord's honor.
According to the temple's laws,
anyone who impersonates the God Lord must be executed.
Guards!
Drag him out and behead him.
Stop.
Your subordinate arrived late. Please forgive me, God Lord.
How could he be the God Lord?
I've seen these two before. They're just actors he hired.
What outrageous audacity!
You dare help this man impersonate the God Lord?
Do you realize this is a capital offense?
A capital offense? Amar Deacon from a minor branch of the temple dares to pass judgment on me?
What arrogance!
Have an elder come see me.
The temple oversees 3 divisions. Each division is led by 3 elders. Unless summoned by the 3 elders themselves, no one meets them. Who do you think you are to demand an audience?
Lord Wei, the Divine Lord will arrive at any moment. Lord Wei, please act.
Drive these riffraff out of here?
Exactly. They're nothing but frauds. Why waste words on them?
Gods! Drag them out!
How dare you? Don't you want to know who I am? Listen carefully. My name is Xu Linglong.
Xu Linglong?
Xu Linglong?
How dare you address Lady Linglong by her name so casually?
Lord Wei, isn't Xu Linglong the Divine Lord's personal guard you once mentioned?
That's right.
She is Lady Linglong.
Insolence! The Divine Lord is here.
Why are you not kneeling to beg forgiveness?
Oh. Divine Lord, these people have defied their superiors. They must be punished. Make an example of them.
Deal with them according to temple law.
Yes, Uncle. You've all been deceived. He's not the Divine Lord at all, and this Xu Linglong, she's a fake too! This matter
is no joke.
I wouldn't say this without absolute certainty. How could I speak so recklessly otherwise?
Get up first. Where was the Divine Lord 3 days ago?
3 days ago, the Divine Lord was in Beijing.
3 days ago, these people were at the hospital running a scam with Chu Yan. Qingxue can testify to that. They're a pack of brazen frauds. Very few people know of the temple or have ever seen the Divine Lord or Lady Linglong, so he swindled people at the God King banquet, all to steal the tributes meant for the Divine Lord.
Outrageous! You even dare covet the Divine Lord's gifts! This is sheer lawlessness! Even Lord Wei was almost fooled by you!
You made us kneel. Lord Wei must punish them severely.
I, Wei Qing, have served the Divine Hall for 10 years.
Yet today someone dares impersonate the Divine Lord before my eyes.
Lord Wei, there's no need to blame yourself. These people are simply too cunning.
My worthy nephew.
Today you've rendered me great service. Once I deal with these impostors of the Divine Lord, I'll report your merits to the Divine Hall.
Young Master Zhao can then build ties with the Divine Hall and use it as his backing, and your future achievements will be limitless. Kneel now and beg for mercy, and you may keep your miserable life.
A bunch of fools! You're already dead. Why waste words on you?
Once the two of you are executed, your mother will be mine, and I'll send you all to reunite as a family.
How dare you?
Do you know that defying your superiors is a capital crime?
Today, as the eldest son of the Zhao family, I call on everyone to issue an execution order
and ask Lord Wei Qing of the Divine Hall to carry it out.
For this impostor of the Divine Lord, the Wu family stands in support. Execute him immediately!
The Zhou family agrees! Execute the Divine Lord impostor at once!
Execute the impostor immediately!
Since everyone is of the same mind, then I, Wei, shall wield the Divine Hall's blade and behead this traitor.
Wei Qing?
Do you recognize this item?
The Purple Jade Token!
My lord, what is the Purple Jade Token?
The Divine Hall.
To distinguish members' identities, they are ranked by red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, and purple tokens, with red being the lowest.
Purple is the highest rank.
Only the God Lord's closest confidants and the senior elders
are qualified to hold the Purple Jade Token.
This trick of yours is just like Chu Yang fabricating the Dragon Nation internal bulletin to deceive President Zhang. Exactly the same!
Young Master Jia, you mean?
This token is fake.
These people really came prepared.
You are ignorant and of lowly status. Do you even know what the Purple Jade Token represents? Whoever dares show disrespect to the Purple Jade Token.
What fate awaits them? They shall be executed. Oh, you're really getting into character now. You're quite a rare beauty. If you latched on to some powerful patron, you might enjoy a lifetime of wealth and glory. But instead, you chose to follow that Chu Yao to your death. What a waste! Such a pretty face gone to waste!
How dare you speak so insolently? Are you tired of living? Don't dirty your sword with him. Wei Qing, do you know Chen Shijin?
Chen Shijin, one of the 9 elders of the Divine Temple.
Elder Chen is not only the overlord of Haicheng, he is also the Grand Elder of the Temple's Chamber of Commerce, holding immense power and authority.
How dare lowly rats like you even utter his name?
The overlord of Haicheng, Elder Chen.
No wonder he's been untouchable in Haicheng all these years, dominating both the underworld and the authorities.
Impersonating the God Lord is already a capital crime and you still dare bring up Elder Chen?
Do you have any idea what Elder Chen is capable of? Huh?
If you offend him, you won't be able to escape death even if you want to.
Perhaps in your eyes, Chen Shijin can command the winds and rain in Haicheng.
And his name must not be spoken lightly. But before me, and the one standing behind me,
He is nothing.
You're nothing.
Just an ant? How dare you?
How dare you insult Elder Chen's name?
Hand over this filthy cure.
You're the one disgracing his reputation.
And you still dare to speak so arrogantly.
Seize him!
Huh? Without working well.
Tell Chen Zhojin to come and answer for his crimes, or he'll be expelled from the temple.
You have 3 minutes to arrive at the Divine King Hall. Otherwise,
we'll be struck from the temple's rolls.
Elder Chen, do you really think a single phone call can make him get here in 3 minutes? That's pure fantasy!
How could an ant fathom the vastness of the sky?
Zhao Shun, do you realize your death is near?
With Shu Lingyan here, I only need to do what I must.
Uncle, I think they're stalling for time. At today's Divine King banquet, if the real Lord shows up, we'll be the ones dragged down.
These people have ill intentions. Don't let him manipulate you.
It's getting late. The true Lord will arrive any moment now. What matters most is dealing with the trouble at hand.
They're nothing but a bunch of clowns. Shu Yang, you'd better stay in the underworld. And keep dreaming your Divine Lord fantasy.
You dare hit me?
That was me going easy on you. Show me any more disrespect, and the entire Zhao family will be buried with you. You? Amos?
Destroy the Zhao family?
a mere Zhao family,
I could wipe out with just a word.
You.
Uncle, do it. You were given a chance and you refused it.
I'll send you to your graves. Attack!
Everyone, stop.
Greetings, Elder Chen. Elder Chen has arrived.
Your fate is about to be even worse.
Yes!
Shu Yang, Elder Chen is already here and you're still occupying the Divine King's throne. Are you planning to keep pretending to be the Divine Lord, trying to fool even Chen Lao?
This throne was prepared for me from the start. You've refused to step down. Who would dare take it? Insolent fool.
How dare you defile the Divine Lord's throne again?
You death-seeking idiot! Get down from the Divine Lord's throne at once!
You're about to die, and you're still talking tough.
You all, what are you doing? Elder Chen, these swindlers are impersonating the Divine Lord,
trying to swindle the congratulatory gifts presented by the noble families and dignitaries. We expose them.
We ask you to punish them severely, Elder Chen.
Fraud. A bunch of charlatans.
This is our fault for being negligent, letting such riffraff slip into the venue. Party scum.
Elder Chen, are you blaming us?
For not handling it properly?
Why trouble you to come in person for such a trivial matter?
Since you are here, Elder Chen, why not take charge?
As for dealing with these pests,
we can handle it ourselves.
Who do you think you are?
How dare you speak at the Divine King's banquet?
Elder Chen, I'm Zhao Shen, the eldest son of the Zhao family of Haishen.
It was their scam. I was the one who exposed it.
That's right, Elder Chen.
Zhao Shun deserves the main credit for this.
The main credit?
Wei Qing, you've got some nerve.
You dared offend the Divine Lord, and you still want credit?
Elder Chen's tone sounds like he's displeased with how we handled this.
And he just said we offended the Divine Lord? Could it be? No, that must be it. Elder Chen must be mistaken too.
Elder Chen. You may not realize this, Elder Chen, but these frauds not only impersonated the Divine Lord.
They even tarnished your great reputation. It's truly despicable. Exactly, Elder Chen.
These people are clearly plotting something. You should pass judgment at once and punish them severely. Severely punish them. In my view, the ones who deserve punishment are you.
Elder Chen.
Huh?
Who do you think you are?
What? Is you think?
You dare order me around?
Elder Chen, we were just trying to... Oof.
Ouch.
Since when was it your turn to speak on matters of the Divine Temple?
But
Elder Chen.
Enough! Was I not clear enough? You are the ones who should be punished!
That's great!
Oof. Look at that. Elder Chen is suddenly in such a rage. It's all because these people disrupted the God King banquet and enraged the Elder.
Now we're getting dragged into this too. Seriously.
It's all because of those damn imposters!
Zhu Yao. The Elder is furious. Let's see how you clean this up today.
Chen Jiang.
Elder of the Divine Temple.
Your subordinate Jijin pays his respects to the Divine Lord.
What?
Elder Chen.
He actually knelt before this imposter?
That's impossible. These people.
They must be hiding some other trick. Even Elder Chen was fooled.
Absolutely impossible! I arrived late. Please punish me, Divine Lord.
Chen Jijin, you've been quite impressive in the coastal region.
Divine Lord, the responsibility lies entirely with me.
Please allow me to handle this personally. I will give you a satisfactory explanation.
Elder Chen,
you are the overlord of Sea City.
Why lower yourself and bow to people like them?
Is there some misunderstanding here?
A misunderstanding?
Elder Chen, you must have seen it wrong. They must be fake. Chen Jijin, tell him, am I real or not?
You have repeatedly offended the majesty of the Divine Lord. What punishment do you deserve?
Huh? Whoa, uncle?
Take him away.
As expected. Everyone cleans up their own people.
Tonight, anyone who dares disrespect the Divine Lord will be dealt with, without exception.
Divine Lord.
We were blind and failed to recognize you offending the Divine Lord. Please forgive us.
Please forgive us. Please forgive us.
What is this? Not supposed to forgive them.
Remember, you are the Divine Lord.
Act like the Divine Lord.
I am the Divine Lord. Act like the Divine Lord.
Act like the Divine Lord. Act like the Divine Lord.
Act like the Divine Lord. Act like the Divine Lord. Act like the Divine Lord.
Head Wu, Head Zhou, weren't you here to pass judgment on me?
No. We were misled by despicable people. Please, Divine Lord, forgive our ignorance.
You think being deceived is enough to brush it off? That's far too easy.
Drag them out!
Divine Lord, this is all a misunderstanding.
Yes, a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding.
Yes, it was all Zhao Shun.
He was the one who instigated us.
Oh, yes. Him. Zhao Shun.
He led us astray.
Not me. I will personally settle accounts with Zhao Shun and Lin Qingxue later. As for you, since it was a misunderstanding,
I will let it go this time.
end it yourselves.
Spare our lives, Divine Lord.
We'll never dare again!
Divine Lord, end it yourselves. That is already the Divine Lord's greatest mercy.
Why aren't you thanking the Divine Lord? Divine Lord, I'm willing to hand over all of the Zhou family's assets.
And the Zhou family will serve the Divine Temple for generations. I beg you.
Please leave our Zhou family a chance to survive.
Divine Lord, my Wu family is also willing to give up everything. I beg you, my lord. Please leave me a way out.
The Hu and Zhou families. They are top-tier elite clans in Haicheng. Who would have thought, just to save their own lives, they'd give up everything they own?
Is this the power of the Divine Temple?
Young Master Zhou, if Zhuyang really is the Divine Lord, what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
How should I know what to do?
Hand over all our assets. Serve the Divine Temple for life.
But I still need to think it over.
Hesitation isn't the Divine Lord's style.
Jiang Feng.
Greetings, Divine Lord.
Jiang Feng, the god of war. The god of war Jiang Feng ranks second only to the Divine Lord. If he intervenes, the Zhou and Wu families' lives and fortunes will surely be spared.
God of War, Jiang Feng.
I've been wronged.
What grievance do you claim?
I beg the god of war Jiang Feng to step in now and speak on our behalf.
Please spare the Zhou family's lives.
What are you implying?
That the Divine Lord didn't leave you any way out.
Huh?
Then you might as well die.
Spare me!
God of War.
Elder Chen, you truly have grown old. You can't even handle such a trivial matter for the Divine Lord, forcing him to deal with it personally. What utter incompetence!
Jiang Feng is the head of the War Department. He's the most unstable factor within our Divine Temple. If he discovers the truth and we slip up, neither of us will leave here alive today.
Is divination really that powerful? What if he makes a move against me? Don't be afraid.
Then they'll all die.
Though I, Chen, am old, I still understand this. Today's Divine King Banquet is a celebration for the Divine Lord's return after 3 years.
And you are here? Killing people in public. Don't you think that's inappropriate?
Without a little bloodshed, how would these noble families behave?
Behave yourself!
Jiangfeng, the Divine Lord hasn't spoken. How dare you punish someone on your own?
Stain the banquet with blood?
Before you act, don't you seek the Divine Lord's approval?
I really should seek his instructions.
But the Divine Lord would have to be present first.
Jiangfeng. What do you mean by that?
He's a fake!
Shut your mouth!
Wagad Jiangfeng, you hold great power and status within the Divine Temple.
You wouldn't say this without absolute certainty and evidence.
Chu Yang, could he really be a fake?
I knew it. Chu Yang used to be nothing but a bootlicker.
How could he possibly be a war god?
Jiangfeng, how dare you show disrespect to the Divine Lord? Do you know the consequences?
You're wrong.
You should worry about your own fate first.
Think it over!
You're no match for me!
Jiangfeng, though you are the Lord of the War Kings, within the Divine Temple, all 3 divisions answer to the Divine Lord alone.
Anyone who shows disrespect to the Divine Lord may be executed by all.
Elder Chen, I don't like hearing that at all.
I, Jiang Feng, fought my way up from the War Department to reach this position today.
It truly all relies on the Divine Lord's leadership.
How could I possibly disrespect the Divine Lord?
It's just that the one standing before me is a fake.
How am I supposed to show him respect?
Why are so many people questioning the Divine Lord at today's Dragon Banquet? Could it be that he really is a fraud?
Jiangfeng, the Divine Lord has not appeared for 3 years, but that is no reason for you to doubt him. With no evidence at all, this alone is enough for me to invoke Article 3.
No trial required. I can condemn you for grave disrespect.
Over the past 3 years, I've heard plenty of rumors. They all say the Lord of the War Department covets the throne of the Divine Temple.
And now you openly question my identity.
It seems you want to take my place.
The seat of the Divine Temple.
The capable should hold it.
Not to mention that the Divine Lord is no longer here today. Even if he were here, I would still dare to say it.
What do you mean by saying the Divine Lord is gone?
3 years ago, the Divine Lord initiated the War of the Gods in Beijing.
With his own strength, he held back warriors from 18 nations, do you remember?
That battle was unparalleled in the world. Who doesn't know of it? Who hasn't heard of it?
But the verified information I received says that in that very battle, the Divine Lord was poisoned by Blood Dutchera.
He had already fallen in battle.
What?
The Divine Lord is dead.
You dare claim the Divine Lord has died?
That's outright treason.
Shonin Jun, don't think you can fool me by parading a fake?
Preposterous. Even nonsense should have its limits.
To cast such doubts on the Divine Lord based on information of unknown origin, this is simply outrageous.
Utterly groundless.
Groundless, you say? I will prove it myself. The Divine Lord's combat power is unmatched in the world. Today, Jiangfeng dares to challenge this.
I wish to spar with the Divine Lord.
Is this so-called divine identity real or fake? We'll know once we test it.
What nerve you have?
How dare you challenge the Divine Lord?
Shuiying is right.
This Qiaofeng is indeed hard to deal with.
What? This is Saidiao.
The Divine Lord doesn't dare.
I have no intention of making a move today. If War God Jiangfeng wishes to spar, wait until the God King Banquet ends today.
Then come seek me again.
Let's get past what's in front of us first.
Looks like the Divine Lord is truly afraid.
How dare you! Insolence!
Very well.
Then I, Xubiao, will be insolent just this once today. I too wish to seek the Divine Lord's guidance. Would you grant me that honor?
The Divine Lord truly dares not respond. Could it really be as War God Zhang Feng claimed?
You, this so-called Divine Lord, are a fake!
Everyone, the Divine Lord's combat power is unmatched. Yet now he won't even accept Lord Xubiao's challenge?
Could it be
that he's feeling guilty?
In the past, a swaggering figure like this would have been slapped to death by President Shen long ago. Yet today the Divine Lord is acting out of character, refusing to respond. Could he truly be an imposter? Just as Jiang Feng said?
Primera.
There is at least one person here who sees things clearly.
War God, this humble one, is Zhao Shin.
I said it before, the Divine Lord is a fake.
Unfortunately, my words carried little weight, so no one believed me.
I believe you.
At today's God King banquet, we all came to behold the Divine Lord in person.
If this Divine Lord is a fake,
Wouldn't that chill the hearts of all the families of Haicheng?
huh?
Bold enough to speak frankly and offer counsel.
You're not bad either.
Hey, 5 cents for me.
I volunteer to speak on behalf of all the clans of Haicheng.
We ask the Divine Lord to accept War God Jiang Feng's proposal.
Prove your innocence.
I, Zhao, also volunteer to speak for the clans of Haicheng. Divine Lord, prove your innocence.
This is the God King's banquet.
You dare defy your superior again and again. Are you tired of living?
Why hasn't the Divine Lord made a move yet?
Could he really be a fake?
If he doesn't dare to accept the challenge, he's a fraud.
Exactly.
No response? No fight?
He must be an imposter.
If he's a fake, then on behalf of the Divine Temple, I'll seize this traitor to restore the temple's honor.
Ha!
Huh?
The Divine Lord's supreme techniques, the 9-Dragon Step, and the Mystic Void Palm.
Impossible. How could an impostor possess the Divine Lord's bloodline?
Good thing I mastered the Roaming Dragon Step and Mystic Void Palm in advance. With these Divine Lord techniques, I should be able to intimidate the War Department.
It seems you all still misunderstand the Divine Lord.
Jiang Feng, the Divine Lord, has displayed the Roaming Dragon Step and Mystic Void Palm.
What else do you have to say?
It appears this truly was a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding?
Xiao Feng, I say you harbor rebellious intent.
Did you really think that because the Divine Lord has been absent for 3 years, you could challenge his authority at will?
My lord, save me.
Today I will punish lightly as a warning.
If you dare act out again,
I will show no mercy.
Xu Biao humbly accepts your teachings and thanks the Divine Lord for sparing his life. My lord, the Divine Lord has truly returned.
What should we do next?
The Divine Lord is back.
that's impossible!
My information came straight from the capital.
That big shot couldn't be wrong, which leaves only one possibility.
What?
Xu Linglong found a fake.
And even taught him the Divine Lord's supreme techniques.
What do we do next?
He's just bluffing.
No matter. I still have one last trump card. Just wait for the show.
This farce has gone on long enough.
Pass down my order.
Those who dare to offend today,
We'll all be settled after the banquet.
We obey the Divine Lord's command.
We obey the Divine Lord's command.
The Zhang family of Haicheng presents 1,000-year snow ginseng.
1 piece of Imperial Jadeite.
And a Pagani supercar!
as expected of Queen Jiang.
So generous, these gifts must be worth hundreds of millions.
Indeed. No one's likely to outshine Queen Jiang's tribute today.
Divine Lord, all the guests have prepared tribute gifts today.
I, Jiang Feng, am no exception.
Present the gift!
This light! It's so blinding I can't even open my eyes! This is the unparalleled Divine King Sword. That's right. The unparalleled Divine King Sword was forged by Uji Z, the greatest mastersmith in Dragon Kingdom's history, personally crafted by his own hands. It is the Divine Lord's personal blade.
Uji Z? You mean the one who forged Shanlu, Shongjun, Juke, and Yu Chang?
Oh, Yezi, creator of the 5 legendary swords, including Shangxi.
Exactly. Uji Z used 1,000-year dark steel and meteoric iron from beyond the heavens to forge this very blade, the unparalleled Divine Sword. The Divine Lord is its current sword master.
This sword surpasses Jianle.
Chungjun, Zhuge, Yu Chang, and Shengxi, the foremost of the 5 swords. Once it is drawn, the other 5 sword masters will come to pay homage.
He wants to use the Divine King's sword to test you.
Then what should I do?
Just wait! Jing Feng dares to act today!
I ask to invoke the punishment edict.
Summon the other divine swords into the world.
And prove the Swordmaster's identity to all.
Is the Divine King's sword really that powerful? If the Swordmaster draws his blade, will the other famed swords respond as well? Seriously?
The Divine King's sword is a peerless divine blade.
When its master draws it, the other sword masters will sense it.
But if anyone else tries, they'll suffer a backlash. Certain death. Zhang Feng, the god of war, intends to stake his life on this, to determine whether he's real or a fraud.
What a ruthless move.
Zhang Feng, you still doubt my identity?
I let your earlier offenses slide, but do not push your luck.
The Divine Lord doesn't dare draw the sword.
He's afraid of...
The Divine Lord has been merciful, giving you chance after chance. Must you provoke his wrath?
Give me a chance.
Everyone, I've received reliable intelligence.
The Divine Lord died in battle at the northern frontier. That's why the Divine King's sword was lost.
But hasn't he already demonstrated the dragon soaring step?
And the Mystic Void Hand? Isn't that proof he's the true Divine Lord?
Of course not. The Divine Lord's ultimate techniques aren't exclusive to him. Take this, for example.
Mystic Void Hand.
Clash! How do you know the Mystic Void Hand?
I've seen the Divine Lord use the Mystic Void Hand many times.
So I tried replicating it using his method of channeling energy and studied it for days.
And I actually mastered it. God of War Zhang Feng received neither the Divine Lord's guidance nor any secret manuals. Yet he still managed to obtain this technique. Impressive.
If a traitor were to emerge within the temple and pass this method on to others,
with diligent practice, they could surely master the Divine Lord's ultimate arts.
What are you implying?
The Divine Lord's techniques alone cannot prove one's identity.
Only by drawing the Divine King's sword and summoning the other sword masters
can his identity be proven true.
In that case, please, Divine Lord, draw the Divine King's sword and prove yourself.
Do you know that once the Divine King's sword is unsheathed, it must taste blood?
Are you certain you want me to draw it?
Hehe. Zhang Feng, you would have done well retrieving the Divine King's sword for me. After the banquet ends, I will reward you according to your merit.
Ling Long,
bring me the Divine King's sword.
As you command.
Ah!
Ooh. Ah! Everyone,
a Grandmaster level martial arts expert like Shu Ling Long,
was struck by backlash and coughed up blood just trying to take the sword.
That is the sheer dominance of the Divine King's sword.
So that's how it is. What God of War Jiang Feng said is true. The Divine King's sword indeed possesses a spirit.
If anyone other than its swordmaster tries to draw it,
it's certain death.
It seems that's why the Divine Lord doesn't dare to draw it. Because he's afraid of being exposed.
If you dare show any more disrespect to the Divine Lord,
I'll tear your mouth apart. Young Master Zhao, he's bullying me.
Alright, Xiaobao, don't worry. Just wait for God of War Zhang Feng to expose their scheme.
Then there'll be nothing but rats in the street, despised by all. When the time comes, I'll make them pay it back tenfold.
My lord, there are simply too many doubts today. To prove the God Lord's innocence, I humbly ask you to draw your sword.
Summon the 5 great sword lords and display your divine might. Let the world dare not utter another word.
My lord, even Elder Chen has spoken. What are you still hesitating for?
Didn't I already say it just now?
Once the God King's sword is drawn, blood must be spilled.
Do you want me to bathe the God King's hall in blood?
Very well. As long as the God Lord is willing to draw the sword. I, Xu Biao, am willing to offer my life to consecrate the sword.
The God Lord already said it. Once the God King's sword is drawn, blood will be shed. He doesn't want today's grand banquet to turn into a massacre. Please stop forcing him.
You think I'm forcing him?
Even if they're willing to offer themselves, their lives, are they not lives as well?
Their lives?
They truly don't count.
So,
What you said makes any sense?
Let go of me. Huh?
The female CEO of Jiang Group truly is breathtaking.
Ate?
Ha 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 ha. But you don't seriously think your status and aura give you the right to lecture me, do you?
Why don't you keep me company tonight?
I'll show you what separates a mere mortal from a god of war.
Ha 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 ha. Let her go!
Jiang Feng is the supreme commander of the war division.
You should uphold the laws of the Divine Temple.
Your actions right now
have greatly disappointed me.
Do you really think I care about your opinion?
How dare you?
Then I'll be reckless today.
Let's see.
Who would dare do anything to me?
God Lord.
Jiang Feng. He is a war god, but his conduct is utterly unhinged. We asked the God Lord to personally step in and discipline him, to uphold the laws of the Divine Temple.
I'm afraid this imposter before us doesn't have the strength to face War God Jiang Feng at all.
Xu Biao? What do you mean by that?
Elder Chen.
Oh, he's just an imposter who learned a few of the God Lord's secret arts. He simply isn't qualified to fight War God Jiang Feng.
Xu Bing, aren't you afraid the God Lord will truly use you to consecrate the sword?
If I could die beneath the God King's sword, that would be my honor. I just wonder whether the God Lord has the courage to draw the sword and summon its master.
You bitch, how dare you bite me?
NG8!
Ha!
Ha? Oh.
The god demon sword has been unsheathed.
He doesn't seem to be suffering any backlash.
What on earth is going on?
Lady Linglong was backlashed the moment she drew the sword.
But he
Actually pulled out the divine dragon sword.
He actually drew the God King's sword.
Reincarnated?
Who said that just now?
Raise your sword!
Jiang Feng.
I told you. Once the Xuanlong sword is unsheathed, it must taste blood.
Now that the sword is drawn, how do you think this should end?
No, he drew the God King's sword without suffering any backlash.
Yet, the God King's sword has resonated with the other 5 legendary swords.
Then why haven't the other 5 realm lords appeared?
The 5 sword masters are scattered across the world. No one knows where they reside. Maybe he's tied up with something else right now?
Is that your excuse for questioning the God Lord's identity?
Once the Divine King's sword is unsheathed, its call echoes in all directions.
They will hear the summons
and surely come forth.
God of War Jiang Feng is right. Even if all the sword masters are in High City, it would still take time for them to arrive.
Elder Chen is absolutely right. Sword masters do not reveal themselves lightly. Even if they sense my summons through the Divine King's sword, it would still take time for them to get here.
Then I'll give you half an hour.
Will that be enough?
Fine. Hurry up and find a few people to pose as sword masters.
From this moment on, no one is allowed to leave the hall. Disobey, and you die.
My lord, Jiang Feng has gone too far. Jiang Feng is the head of the War Department. Not only is he immensely powerful himself, he also commands 100,000 troops. He is not to be underestimated. Then what should we do? Wait and see. If the God Lord were here, all of this would be easily resolved.
The Divine King's sword has already been drawn, yet no other swordmasters have appeared. Something is clearly amiss.
She's nothing but trash.
Did she really think sitting on the Divine King's throne will turn a stray dog into a true dragon?
Half an hour is up. Sorry, but I still haven't seen a single swordmaster answer the call. That can only mean one thing. You're a fraud!
My lord.
The War Department has surrounded the temple.
Jiang Feng, you've mobilized the War Department's forces without authorization to surround the Divine King banquet.
What are you plotting? What are you after?
To eliminate you, you imposter. As the head of the War Department, it's my duty to capture this false God Lord for the temple.
Guards, seize them!
The war god Jiang Feng has ordered this place surrounded. Let's see how this Chu Yao keeps up the act.
A clown is still a clown before absolute power.
He won't withstand a single blow. An imposter who's wasted everyone's time deserves to be executed on the spot!
Jiang Feng, are you trying to rebel? Jiang Feng, do you realize
what you're doing right now?
Elder Chen, you're getting on in years.
Some things are better left unseen.
Gods!
Escort Elder Chen away to rest?
Jiang Feng?
The 3 divisions of the temple will judge you for what you've done today.
Jiang Feng, the 3 divisions of the temple.
Stand with me.
Let's see who dares lay a hand on the Lord.
We
respectfully ask War God Jiang Feng to capture the impostor posing as the Divine Lord. War God Jiang Feng, please give the order to arrest the impostor.
Seems it's not just me.
The entire banquet hall is questioning you.
In that case, I shall apprehend this traitor on behalf of the temple.
Guards!
Seize them!
Ants.
How dare you offend heaven's might? Kill them!
Swordmaster Mo Tianji of Chungjund, Swordmaster Lo Bubai of Yuchang, and Swordmaster Ji Qinyuan of Holy Evil, pay our respects to the Divine Lord.
We pay our respects to the Divine Lord.
The sword formation.
Gulia, it's really here.
Jiang Feng, you bastard. Let's see how you handle this now.
That's great! Zhu Yang really summoned the sword masters.
These are the sword masters of this era. That useless Chu Yang actually summoned the sword masters with the Divine King Sword?
Isn't Chu Yang an imposter?
How is that possible?
What?
If they're real, then what I just said. That's a grave offense of disrespect.
Oh no!
You summoned them? Although I don't know what's going on, the appearance of the swordmasters alone is enough to resolve our crisis.
My lord.
Could there be an issue with the intelligence from your side? He really is the Divine Lord.
My lord, my information came directly from that person in the capital?
There's no way it could be wrong.
Something here doesn't add up.
Jiang Feng, the sword masters have arrived. What else do you have to say?
That's not right.
There should be 5 swordmasters, but there are only 3 here.
I get it now. Speak. My guess is the arrival of these 3 swordmasters was arranged by Elder Chen. Elder Chen?
Elder Chen was just expelled, and right after that, these 3 swordmasters showed up.
Could it really be such a coincidence? I suspect that Elder Jinghai has been helping this fake Divine Lord.
No wonder the numbers don't match. Elder Chen must have recruited them at the last minute, with no time to prepare.
So he only managed to find 3 who are skilled with the sword.
Lord Jiangfang, young Master Zhao does make some sense. Although these 3 are masters of swordsmanship, that doesn't necessarily mean they truly serve the Divine Lord. Besides, Chen Jijing has always taken orders from Shu Linglong. Jin Jijin left and these 3 arrived right after. How could that be such a coincidence?
Are they really sword masters?
I don't know. The swordmasters have always been shrouded in mystery. Even the Divine Lord only summoned them during the War of the Gods in the capital. I've never seen them myself.
So they really weren't summoned by you.
I almost thought this was your doing.
Well done, Chen Jijin.
How dare you collude with them? No rush. We have plenty of time to play this game with that old bastard. Right now, the top priority is to get them under control.
We were summoned by the Temple of the God King to safeguard the Divine Lord.
If you dare show any disrespect to the Divine Lord, you'll have to answer to us first.
Just a few of you think you can block my way? You're asking to be killed!
Kid, that's quite the bold mouth you've got. How dare you disrespect the sword masters?
There are 5 true sword masters. And there are only 3 of you. What makes you think you can stand against us?
3 years ago, we followed the Divine Lord to the northern frontier and fought the war gods of the 18 nations. That battle was brutal beyond measure. Swordmasters Zhanglu and Zhuke fell in that war.
The Divine Lord commanded the 5 great sword masters to resist the enemy and shed blood for the Dragon Kingdom. That is why the nation now stands in peace and prosperity.
Instead of showing gratitude, you dare question him.
It's truly disgraceful.
If you dare insult the Divine Lord, we will not stand by and watch.
The actors Elder Chen hired are pretty convincing.
You'd better think about how you're going to run once they're exposed. If things go south, I'll hold them off. You make a run for it.
Already planning your escape?
Looks like they really are fakes.
You still can't tell whether they're real or not? Do you really think that without the Divine Lord and the Temple's blessing,
just anyone can draw a sword and summon a swordmaster?
Seize them!
Anyone who resists.
King Ji jump without mercy.
Anyone who steps forward.
What overwhelming sword intent!
Such majestic heavenly might, and you still doubt it?
Are you still going to remain stubborn?
Could it be? They really are.
So that's why Truyang knows the roaming dragon step and the mystic void palm. Those supreme arts of the Divine Lord.
He was able to draw the God King's sword without suffering any backlash, and even summon the Sword Master. It wasn't a coincidence that he could do it, but because
he is the Divine Lord.
Impossible! Absolutely impossible! It's over.
I showed disrespect to the Divine Lord before. Now I'm doomed.
I never expected this. A true dragon was hiding in my company for 3 whole years.
Could these people actually be real? I'm starting to doubt myself.
Impossible!
3 years ago, the Divine Lord was struck by blood as sure as poison.
There's no way he could still be alive.
How is this possible? This can't be real!
Do you even know who the Divine Lord is?
Who are you to judge him with such narrow minds?
Even if he truly is the Divine Lord.
The poison of blood Asura couldn't be cured so easily.
Today, I'll see for myself.
Someone who survived blood Asura's poison.
How much of his power does he have left?
Ha? Primera.
Ha! Erga!
Ha!
Ah! You! Oh!
You!
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh!
9 dragons body protection!
It's the 9 dragons body protection.
It's the 9 dragons body protection.
The Divine Lord's heavenly might. We bow in reverence.
How do you possess the 9 dragons body protection?
9 dragons body protection?
What 9 dragons body protection?
The Divine Lord cultivates the 9 dragons' divine art.
He possesses the true body of 9 dragons.
When attacked from the outside,
the 9 dragons will manifest to protect him.
If he truly is the 9 dragons' divine lord,
then
I, Jiang Feng, have endured in silence for years.
This is the day we've been waiting for, to seize the supreme seat in one decisive move.
The Divine Temple's authority runs deep, but the current situation is extremely unfavorable to us.
Go.
Stop right there. The God King banquet was meant to be a welcome feast in my honor.
But with you causing such a scene, the atmosphere is completely ruined.
You think you can come and go as you please?
What do you take this place for?
Divine Lord! Your subordinate!
I acknowledge my fault.
This subordinate knows his mistake.
Jiang Feng, stand down.
You led troops into the hall,
claiming to arrest an impostor.
What wrong have you committed?
You listened to slander and openly questioned the Divine Lord.
That is grave disrespect to the Lord, despite the great favors shown to you in the past.
This time,
where are those who dare disrespect the Divine Lord?
According to the Divine Temple's laws, anyone who disrespects the Divine Lord must be executed.
We are willing to purge the Temple of Traitors for the Divine Lord.
My lord!
I was disrespectful in my words just now, but regardless,
I am still the Lord of the War Division.
I have rendered great service to the War Division.
I asked the Divine Lord
to spare me a chance to live.
Since War God Jianfeng has spoken,
some mercy should indeed be shown.
Then sever one arm yourself.
President Shen! Luo Jiang, as a war god, wields his wind and thunder hands, having repelled 80,000 foreign enemies.
If he loses an arm, his combat strength will be greatly diminished.
My lord!
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
What do you mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. Will you do it yourself, or shall I have the 3 sword masters do it for you?
Ah, it's over. The Divine Lord has begun his reckoning.
Very well.
War God Jiang Feng?
The Lord of the Divine Temple's War Division.
He even had to sever one arm just to stay alive.
Then what about us?
Snake Lord.
Are you really determined to tear off all pretenses?
What? Is it that hard?
I am willing for War God Jiang Feng
to give up one arm!
Good.
Jiang Feng,
Your subordinate is truly loyal to you.
But he is he, and you are you. Him cutting off an arm is his own affair.
Bullshit. Still.
What?
You, the Swan Lord.
The War Department and the 3 divisions of the Divine Temple.
None of you are exempt.
You want me to sever my own arm?
That's equivalent to the Divine Temple losing an arm.
Since that's the case,
Then let someone else take charge.
Divine Lord, if War God Zhang Feng is willing to relinquish his authority, I believe sacrificing this arm would be worth it.
Trash!
Zhang Feng, you should know who granted you that overwhelming power in your hands. I was the one who gave you all of this, and I can take it back just as easily.
Ha 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 ha.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's go. Mountain Lords.
To be honest, Wu Baicheng did speak a bit out of turn. But this time, truly,
It was all because Zhao Shun and Zhang Feng misled me.
I was deceived by despicable people.
Deceived by villains, yet you still act like the victim?
My Wu family came to the Divine King's banquet solely to behold the Divine Lord's majesty.
Kneel. Hi.
If that's the case, I am willing for War God Zhang Feng to give up one arm!
Good.
Zhang Feng,
Your subordinate is truly loyal to you.
but he is he, and you are you.
he chose to sever his own arm. That was his decision.
Even so.
What?
You, as the Lord of the War Division.
Of the War Division.
Among the 3 divisions of the Divine Temple, hold the most crucial position.
If I sever my own arm at your command, it would be like the Divine Temple losing an arm.
Just that's the case. Then someone else can take your place.
Divine Lord, if War God Zhang Feng is willing to relinquish his authority, I believe there is no need to lose this arm.
Useless fool.
Zhang Feng, you should remember who granted you the immense power you wield. I was the one who gave you everything, and I can just as easily take it back.
Ha 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 ha.
Good.
Ha! Yeah!
Ah.
Let's go!
Lord.
Wu Baicheng did speak out of turn earlier. But this time, truly, I was misled by Zhao Shun and Zhang Feng. I was deceived by villains.
Deceived by villains? You make yourself sound quite innocent.
The Wu family attended the Divine King's banquet to pay our respects to the Divine Lord.
Zalido!
Arg!
Divine Lord, I, Wu Baiqiang, am willing to end my own life.
I only beg you to spare the Wu family's descendants. They are upright and innocent.
Xu Yao, I know I was wrong, but we were together for 3 years.
You still have feelings for me, don't you?
You not worthy. Take him away.
Anyone who has shown disrespect to the Divine Lord today
Will be settled with one by one. Xu Yang, tonight at the Divine King's banquet, having shed too much blood, it is no longer suitable to attend.
Indeed.
Yihan has prepared some light tea and simple dishes. If the Divine Lord would honor us with his presence, you are welcome to visit my humble home tonight. I will personally keep you company. Divine Lord.
Please call me Mr. Chu.
Mr. Chu.
Do we still have unfinished business between us? Huh?
Wait, I need to step out for something.
I'll be right back. Right back.
Jitia, I'll be back soon.
Huh? I honestly have no idea what this 9-dragon protection is.
Then how did you draw the God King sword without backlash and even summon the Swordmaster? And when Jiang Feng ambushed you, you triggered 9-dragon protection again. How do you explain all this?
I just saw you being bullied and didn't think much of it.
So I just pulled out the Snake King sword.
As for that so-called 9-dragon protection,
could it be that the power of love can activate it too?
Stop talking nonsense.
It's broken! It's really broken!
Just now, I bumped into your waist. Mama.
I never said that part was broken. Huh?
The Divine Lord token, how could it be in your possession?
Isn't it just a worthless piece of jade?
The Divine Lord possesses 2 supreme treasures, the God King sword and this Divine Lord token. You know the God King sword was stolen by Jiang Feng. So why is the Divine Lord token with you?
I picked it up.
You picked it up? The Divine Lord vanished in Beijing. Hai Cheng is 8,000 miles away, and you just picked it up?
By a river in the northern frontier.
I noticed the jade had a calming and mind-clearing effect, so I kept it on me ever since.
The northern frontier. It connects Hai Cheng and the northern frontier. Could it be that when the Divine Lord disappeared, this Divine Lord token was in the northern frontier and drifted downstream along the river? Could it really be such a coincidence?
Don't look at me so affectionately. I'm afraid it'll slow down the handover.
Cut the jokes. Now I understand why you were able to summon the Swordmaster and trigger the 9-dragon protection.
So was it the power of love? Or because I'm the chosen one blessed by fate?
Neither. 3日后宾客. Then what is it? Because of this Divine Lord token.
Because of it? This broken piece of jade? It doesn't look that special.
What do you know? The Divine Lord token is the Lord's most prized treasure, worn by him at all times. It's infused with an immense true dragon aura. That's why you were able to draw the Divine King sword and summon the Swordmaster, and activate the 9-dragon protection. All because of this token.
Such a valuable treasure. I'd better keep it on me. Then I won't have to fear danger in the future. Huh?
The true dragon aura inside the Divine Lord token has already been completely drained by you, which is why it cracked. Even if you keep wearing it, it won't do anything. But if it falls into the wrong hands, the Divine Temple will face a great calamity. I must take the token back.
fine, take it back. Why so fierce?
And one more thing. You're not allowed to tell anyone about the token.
Got it. If there's nothing else... My family's still waiting for me inside. I'll get going.
Stop right there.
What is it now?
I'm warning you. You are now the Divine Lord. If you dare use this identity to fool around with other women, I swear, sign next time what shatters
won't be jade.
Look at you, you drank way too much.
I'm not drunk. I can still drink.
I know you can hold your liquor.
Well, I'm a normal man too.
I'm so hot.
If you keep acting like this, don't blame me for losing restraint. Who designed this? Why is there so much cut out? Aha!
My mom. I'm sorry last night my dad had too much to drink. But it's okay. I'll take responsibility.
Your intelligence is wrong. The Divine Lord is real.
I already know everything that happened at the God King banquet.
But understand this, the Divine Lord cannot still be alive.
But I saw it with my own eyes.
He looks exactly like the Divine Lord, and he even drew the God King's sword, summoning the other sword masters. Most importantly, he also has the 9 dragons protection.
Shu Yang? He's just an imposter with no significant background. He's nothing more than an utterly ordinary nobody.
Could it be
that the Divine Lord forged these records himself?
There is indeed someone named Shu Yang.
And 3 years ago, when the Divine Lord fought the gods in Beijing, he was already working in Haicheng. He also has relatives in Haicheng. They watched him grow up with their own eyes.
So that means it was Shu Linglong who found someone named Shu Kuang to impersonate the Divine Lord and taught him the Divine Lord's secret arts.
Shu Linglong did all this simply to prevent you from taking control of the Divine Temple.
My lord, if Chu Yang at the God King banquet was an impostor, then how did he draw the God King sword and summon the other sword masters?
And what about the one who possesses the 9 dragons' protection?
Yes!
The Divine Lord token. The Divine Lord token. You know of it.
The Divine Lord has 2 supreme treasures, of course I know. One is the God King's sword, the other is the Divine Lord token. After the Divine Lord vanished, the Divine Lord token was never seen again.
2 supreme treasures.
The God King sword can summon the 5 great sword masters, while the authority of the God King's decree ultimately stems from the supremacy of the Divine Lord token.
Chu Yang summoned the 5 great sword masters and awakened the 9 dragons' protection.
All by relying on the true dragon aura within the Divine Lord token.
Understand? It was Xu Linglong. Exactly.
With the Divine Lord gone, you found the God King's sword. Xu Linglong must have found the Divine Lord's token. At this banquet, they relied on the Divine Lord token to bluff their way through.
So what should we do next?
In 10 days, I will host a state banquet in the King's name. The Divine Lord and the top officials of Dragon Nation will be summoned to attend.
I'll have my own plan then.
The fake Divine Lord won't have anywhere to hide.
Hey! Hey! Oh.
Back from President Jiang's house first thing in the morning. Care to explain?
I didn't do anything.
Men's words are nothing but lies.
I, Shu Yang, swear to the heavens, nothing happened between President Jiang and me.
I just finished the drinks, took her back to her room, and meant to leave.
I was too exhausted and ended up falling asleep. But truly, nothing happened between us. Really?
Of course.
My lord. He doesn't seem to be lying.
Of course not, you wouldn't.
Not believe me either, right?
No time for jokes. There's a new mission.
The sovereign has requested permission from the king to host the state banquet at the Dragon Court in the capital in 10 days. Invite the entire city's business leaders and distinguished guests from around the world to attend the state banquet, to welcome the return of the Divine Lord, and to witness the great achievements he accomplished for Dragon Nation over 18 years of tireless dedication.
The state banquet at the Dragon Court in the capital. Why?
So I need you to continue attending events under the identity of the Divine Lord.
You look so serious.
Don't tell me it's a trap, a Homeland banquet.
During his tenure, the Divine Lord outshone all the ministers. His merits were so great they shook the throne. He was deeply favored by the sovereign. But according to my intelligence, this time a group of powerful officials led by the sovereign are very likely to join forces and make things difficult for you. They hold immense power. Even if the true Divine Lord were present, it wouldn't be easy to handle.
Let alone me! I'm just a fake!
That's why I need you to stay 100,000% alert. There can't be a single mistake.
Otherwise, both of us will be doomed beyond redemption.
Can I back out?
What do you think?
Fine, fine. Stay that fierce and you'll never find a boyfriend.
You?
None of your business.
Shu Yang, I just got word. Your mom has woken up.
What? What? Really? That's great. Let's go.
Huh?
What?
Did you forget? If my mom woke up, you promised to pretend to be my girlfriend.
Linglong.
What a lovely name, and such a beautiful girl. Shu Yanzhi. You must treat her well.
Mom, I know, even without you saying it, with such a beautiful girlfriend.
I'll definitely treat her well.
By the way, Chu Yang, the day after tomorrow is your grandmother's birthday banquet. In my condition, I'm afraid I can't make it. You go with Linglong and let your grandma meet her too.
Mom! Don't worry, I won't embarrass you in front of Grandma.
Alright.
Huh? Chu Yao? I only agreed to pretend to be your girlfriend in front of your mom. I never agreed to meet anyone else.
If you don't agree, then find someone else for the state banquet in 10 days. I only agreed to act once. I never said there'd be a second time.
You won't!
Hey, you two. Huh?
Oh, haha, Mom, it's nothing.
He got so excited when he heard we were going to see Grandma.
He was just asking me what he should wear, right?
Auntie, don't worry. Damiao and Tia will go see Grandma together. Please rest assured, right?
Here.
Really? You came to a birthday banquet without a gift?
You're the thoughtful one after all. This bracelet. It must be expensive, right?
Not too bad. Just over 3 million.
Over 3 million?
Grandma, is Chu Yang coming or not? Today is your milestone birthday and he's still late. He really doesn't take you seriously.
Let's wait a bit longer.
I'm just saying, Chu Yang.
He's not young anymore, yet he can't even keep his girlfriend.
I heard his ex-girlfriend Lin Xingxue ran off with someone else.
This Chu Yang really lacks ambition.
He's been working for years and is still just a low-level employee.
Unlike my excellent son-in-law, Sun Shao. So young,
yet already the general manager of Jiang Group's business division.
His future achievements will be limitless. Ha 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 ha.
So Sang Shao is with Jiang Group as well.
From now on,
please look after my grandson.
Since Grandma has spoken, Jialing will naturally do his best. But being late is a major workplace taboo. Yet Chu Yang can even be late to his grandmother's birthday banquet. I doubt he takes his work seriously either. Exactly. But don't worry, Grandma. I'll make time to guide him properly.
Grandma, sorry I'm late.
Grandma, Lin booked this hotel in advance today.
It's Grandma's big birthday, and such a rare occasion, with everyone gathered together. I, San Jialin, will cover all the expenses today. Order whatever you like. Feel free to add more dishes. Cousin Chu Yang probably hasn't been somewhere this upscale before, right? What would you like to eat? Or should I order for you?
It's an English menu. Can he even read it?
Are you sure you want to order that much?
Just order whatever she picked.
My husband isn't like some people who've never had a proper feast. Honey, didn't you prepare a gift?
Bring it out.
Yor and I picked this gift together for Grandma. It's top-grade small-leaf red sandalwood, worth 200,000.
I like it. Such a thoughtful son-in-law.
Oh, Chu Yang, it's Grandma's 70th birthday. You didn't come empty-handed, did you?
Samana, you?
Don't tell me this is some cheap Taobao knockoff. You actually dared to put that on the table? Putting some bargain bin junk on the table? Are we supposed to eat with that here?
This isn't some street stall trinket.
We all know exactly what you're worth. Even if it's not from a street stall, it's nothing valuable. Compared to a 200,000 yuan sandalwood bracelet, you're just humiliating yourself.
This bracelet is worth How much?
3 million?
That's right. But we be
Chu Yang, are you out of your mind? This lousy bracelet is worth 3 million?
Chu Yang, I know you don't like hearing what we're saying, but you can't just start spouting nonsense because we said a couple of things to you.
This is an imperial green jade bracelet from Liu Yuezhai. Even at 3 million, it's almost impossible to get. Without connections, you couldn't buy it at all.
Liu Yuezhai?
The largest jewelry conglomerate in the Dragon Kingdom?
If it's truly from Liu Yuezhai, 3 million wouldn't be surprising.
This bracelet is really worth 3 million?
I mean genuine jewelry from Liu Yuezhai. At 3 million, that's nothing unusual. But Chu Yang's bracelet must be a cheap fake picked up from a street stall.
That's what I thought. He's flat broke. How could he possibly afford a 3 million bracelet? So it's a fake after all.
Chu Yang, your grandmother may be old, but she's not a fool. Bringing a fake to deceive her. Do you think her eyesight is that bad? That she can't tell real from fake?
Hey, that's where you're wrong. Chu Yao, it's not that I'm blaming you, but when it comes to giving gifts, it's the thought that counts. Even a bouquet of flowers or something handmade for your grandma,
she'd appreciate it all the same.
But giving her a fake? That's going too far.
Xiaoyang, Grandma doesn't care how expensive the gift is, but you mustn't lie. When you were little, didn't I teach you that honesty is the most important virtue?
Take your fake away.
You're all so certain that it has to be fake?
Zhu Yang, you may lack money, but you shouldn't lack integrity. I heard you work at the Jian Group as well. President Jian has always despised dishonesty. If he finds out you're using fakes to fool your own family, what do you think he'll think of you?
Young master's son, my grandson may be a bit mischievous, but he has always been kind-hearted. I guess today was just meant to amuse me. There was no ill intent.
Oh,
Mom, you've spoiled him too much. That's why he dares to act like this.
So outrageously
outrageous.
And you think what you did today wasn't outrageous? I won't accept it, and I won't allow you to fool Grandma with this worthless bracelet.
What? What? You people.
Shu Ying, I'm doing this for your own good. A big company like Lu Yuejia values its reputation above all else. If you pass off this fake bracelet as their jewelry, and they find out, they'll sue you until you're ruined.
What? Sukaminga, breaking it isn't the issue. I'm worried you 今年 afford to pay.
Can't afford it.
Honey, he says I can't afford to pay for some worthless bracelet.
Fine. Since they're demanding compensation, we'll pay them. Keep the change. Nadina? What? Are you trying to scam us over this?
Have someone from Lu Yuejia come to the Jintai Hotel.
Grandma, look at Shu Yang, bringing along some improper woman. He must be trying to extort us with that fake bracelet.
All right, that's enough. Stop arguing. Shu Yang meant well. As for the bracelet breaking,
Welcome, honored guests. I'm Ma Tao, General Manager of Jintai Hotel.
It's a pleasure to serve you.
Sir, how could we trouble you to come personally?
You're our VIPs. Of course I must receive you myself.
Honey, you're really impressive. The hotel's general manager came personally for you.
President's son. Due to the large amount spent this time, please review the bill first.
Go ahead. It's nothing.
Your total comes to 2.58 million yuan.
What? How much?
2,8 million yuan. Please take a look.
2.58 million yuan?
This table costs 2.58 million?
That expensive?
We use only the finest ingredients paired with rare vintage wine, so naturally the price is a bit on the high side.
You ordered this?
I did.
It's just 2 million. Is that enough to scare you? Chu Yang, today is Grandma's birthday banquet. It's bad enough that you brought some random woman to freeload, but you even ordered a table of outrageously expensive dishes. What are you up to?
A 2.58 million meal. Even if my son-in-law were treating,
You should at least consider your own status. Do you even deserve food and wine this high-end? I thought you just lacked ambition. I even considered asking Jilin to help you out at the company. I never expected you to be this absurd and ridiculous, making such a scene at Grandma's birthday banquet.
So that's what you think of me?
That's right. You still don't know your place. Jilin and I won't pay for your stupidity.
2 million for one meal? Do you take me for a fool? Mr. Ma, I did organize today's gathering, but they ordered the food and wine. You should take it up with them.
2 million. I'd like to see how you handle that. Don't come kneeling later, begging us for a loan.
Sir, Mom, please settle the bill.
If you can't afford to treat, don't pretend you can.
Big talk. If you can afford it, then pay.
I left the card in the car. I'll go get it.
He's trying to skip out on the bill. Don't let him leave. Stop.
Jintai is a subsidiary of the Jiang Group. The Jiang Group is the top enterprise in Haicheng now.
Trying to dine and dash here?
Do you have a death wish?
Mr. Ma.
My girlfriend just went to get her bank card from the car. She has no intention of skipping out on the bill.
And I'm on pretty good terms with your President Jiang.
Everyone who dines here claims they're close to President Jiang.
Who do you think you are? You're not worthy of mentioning him.
Oh, right. This card was given to me by him.
Go ahead and try it. It might just cover the bill.
Speak. What's the deal with this bank card?
Jing Hanyi gave it to me on the night of the Divine King banquet, but there's nothing going on between us.
I even swore an oath.
Shu Yang. There's a limit to how much you can brag, you know. Huh? Wave fight to the nut. You flashed some random card and claimed President Zhang gave it to you. Do you really take us for idiots?
Chu Yang, you've really outdone yourself today. First, a fake piece of jewelry claiming it's a 3 million bracelet from Liyue Pavilion. And now you're saying this was from President Jiang.
What a joke.
Is it real or not? Swipe it and you'll find out.
If you still don't believe me, I can call him right now.
Call President Jiang? Kid, who do you think you are? You think you're worthy of calling him?
Secretary Shu, what brings you here?
Are you here for an important guest today?
Whoa! Just a few blind fools trying to dine and dash? It's nothing serious. I'll deal with it later.
But is there something important that brings you here?
Let's step aside and talk.
Wait a moment.
This card looks familiar. It's President Jiang's.
How did it end up here?
President Jiang's card?
Secretary Kuei, are you sure?
This is President Jiang's Twin Dragon Black Gold card. There's no way I'd mistake it.
It really is his card.
Kuyang, you're just a low-level employee at Jiang Group. How could you possibly have his card?
I told you. President Jiang gave it to me.
Look at yourself. Who do you think you are? You? I'd say there's an 80% chance you stole this card, didn't you?
Zhuyang, I always thought that even if you weren't ambitious,
At least you were an honest man. But now, how did you become a liar who does nothing but tell lies?
So this card was stolen by you?
What are you trying to say?
What I'm saying is, given the value of this card, it's enough to get you over 10 years in prison.
Wow, look at you, Chuyang. Now you've even stooped to breaking the law. If he really gets sentenced, who's going to take care of his sick mother for those 10 years? 10 years? Grandma.
Ah!
Chuyang, look how angry you've made Grandma. You shouldn't have come.
You've got some nerve. How dare you steal President Jiang's card? God, seize him. Hand him over to the police. What?
Thinking of kneeling down and begging for mercy?
You're President Jiang's secretary?
Yes, please call him. He's the one who gave me this card.
You're saying President Jiang gave you this card?
When was it? Where?
Under what circumstances?
This matter.
It involves his personal privacy. Primera can't disclose it.
Can't disclose it or haven't finished making up the story?
What do you mean by that?
As President Jiang's secretary, it's my duty to shield him from any unnecessary trouble. I've seen plenty of people like you trying to latch on to him. Any nobody can cook up a story and try their luck. I'll personally confirm this with President Jiang.
Handling it this way, aren't you afraid he'll be upset?
Stop throwing around President Jiang's name! You're just a low-level employee. Who do you think you are? You think you're worthy of using him to pressure us?
President Sun, Secretary Ku, and I are all senior executives of the Jiang Group. The three of us are here today. We will absolutely not allow you to smear President Jiang's reputation.
You're nothing but a toad by a muddy ditch, not even worthy of carrying President Jiang's shoes.
And you still dream of associating yourself with President Jiang? Utterly delusional.
Take him away. I strongly advise you not to touch him.
Or else!
Or else what?
You will regret it.
A bunch of lowlifes like you think you're worthy of threatening me?
I'll make sure to teach you a proper lesson today. You really have no idea who you're dealing with. I'm Ma Tao. Drag this man out and break his legs. Send this woman to a KTV to drink with clients and pay off the debt.
Ha ha ha, this is quite the scene. I didn't expect President Ma to be here as well.
Master Cheng, what brings you here?
And this gentleman is?
Allow me to introduce him. This is a senior appraiser from Luye Zhai. Chen Huan, Master Chen.
So it's Master Chen of Liu Zhai. An honor to finally meet you.
From Liu Yezhai, Master Chen? You've come at the perfect time. Someone here is holding a fake jade bracelet, passing it off as jewelry from your Liu Yezhai. Liu Yezhai has always valued its reputation. Please render a judgment, Master Chen.
I'm here today on company orders for the sake of a very important figure. I was asked to personally authenticate a piece of jewelry.
May I ask which distinguished person warranted your personal visit?
I only know the person is from the Divine Temple. Their status is high. Beyond that, I know nothing.
Someone from the Divine Temple arranged for you to inspect it in person?
That must be an extraordinarily precious treasure.
I just heard you say someone is impersonating jewelry from Li Yezhai. Who might that be?
It's them! They're holding a worthless bracelet and insisting it's from Liu Zhai. He even put on an act, calling people from Liu Yuzhai to come and appraise it. Trying to blackmail us with this broken bracelet?
It's the bracelet in his pocket.
Master Chen.
This incident has seriously damaged Liu Yezhai's reputation.
Who is he? Who dared to smash jewelry from my Liu Yezhai?
What? Master, you said just now this belongs to Liu Yezhai. Did you examine it carefully? Are you questioning me?
I, Chen Huan, have traveled far and wide and appraised countless treasures.
I've never made a mistake. How could I be wrong?
This is an imperial green jade bracelet produced by Liu Yuzhai.
It's worth 3 million, and even then there's no supply on the market.
Without strong connections, you couldn't buy something this fine at all.
And it was smashed? Who did this?
What?
This bracelet is actually real? This bracelet alone is worth 3 million? Honey, what do we do now that a 3 million bracelet is broken?
There must be something wrong. How could this happen?
The bracelet Shouyang gave me is real?
You broke a bracelet worth 3 million. I was the one who called Liu Yezhai.
Since the jade bracelet has been authenticated, young Master Sun shall compensate in full.
3 million?
So it was you who called. Does that mean you're from the Divine Temple? If you're from the Divine Temple, then you are a super VIP of Liu Yuejai. Please rest assured, regarding today's shattered bracelet, Li Yuejai will certainly recover the losses for you, my lord.
3 million?
Oh my god, how could we possibly come up with 3 million?
Heir, hurry and beg Chu Yang. If he lets it go, everything will be fine.
You want me to beg him?
Chu Yang, say something! As long as you're willing to have Liu Yujie drop the claim against us, I can arrange a department manager position for you at Jiang Group.
Young master son, you're really something, aren't you?
Chu Yao.
Cut the sarcasm. So what if you latched onto a rich woman?
You're still just a kept man.
Ah!
How dare you hit me?
Say one more word about him. I dare you. Believe it or not, I'll tear your mouth apart.
Honey, he hit me.
Oh, get out of the way!
Shuya, if you're willing, forget department supervisor, even department manager. I can arrange it for you.
Chu Yang, don't push your luck!
Even if you refuse the position I'm offering, you'd better think about the consequences. You stole President Jiang's bank card. This can be a big deal.
If you dare come after me, I'll make sure you end up in jail.
That's right.
Chu Yang, how about this? You drop the matter. I'll have your brother-in-law go to Jiang Group and plead for you. As for the bank card,
no one will pursue it.
You really are pathetic fools.
You still think I stole that card?
If you didn't steal it, are you saying President Jiang handed it to you personally?
Don't tell me you think that just because you found a girlfriend who drives a Rolls Royce and can afford a 3 million gift, that means you're connected to President Jiang?
Oh, really?
Mr. Chu?
I heard you're at Jintai. If you're available, please come to the Lakeside Splendor private room.
All right, I'll be right there.
He's calling President Jiang.
He's just bluffing. In all of Haicheng, only a handful of people have President Jiang's private number. A gigolo like him thinks he can summon President Jiang?
Your President Jiang will be here any minute.
President Jiang, we're here at Jintai today for a major event.
Everyone knows the schedule. Do you really need to remind me?
I think this punk is stalling on purpose. Once President Jiang arrives, we won't have time to deal with him.
In that case, what are we waiting for?
Seize him!
Hold on! This lady is an important client of Liu Yujai. You will not treat her disrespectfully.
Since Master Cheng has spoken, leave the woman for now, drag the man out and break his legs.
Wait.
Stop!
President Jiang? President Jiang? President Jiang?
President Jiang! President Jiang, this guy stole your bank card.
President Jiang, this really is your card.
Who gave you the nerve to treat Mr. Chu with such disrespect?
Mr. Chu. Shaling.
Is there some misunderstanding? Isn't Chu Yang just a junior employee at your company?
Yes, that's right. This way. President Jiang, you may not know, but Chu Yang is just the low-level staffer in the engineering department.
Then who are you?
President Jiang, you must be too busy to remember. I'm Sun, general manager of the business department at the Haicheng branch.
As of today, you're fired.
What? President Jiang, you can't do this. I'm the company's general manager. He's just a junior employee. You can't fire me because of him.
With your narrow vision, how could you possibly see Mr. Chu's true identity?
Isn't he your cousin? His identity? What identity could he possibly have?
I don't know.
And as for the rest of you, how dare you show Mr. Chu such disrespect? Report to HR tomorrow and resign yourselves. Leave with what little dignity you have left.
Mr. Jiang, I have elderly parents and young children to support. I can't afford to lose this job. Mr. Jiang.
Mr. Jiang! Mr. Jiang! Mr. Jiang, I really can't lose this job.
Mr. Jiang!
Shaoling!
Shaoling! Mr. Jiang, please let him go.
Thank you for today.
If you really want to thank me, how about we share a drink?
Huh? What? Aren't you afraid I might drink too much and do something to you?
If I really wanted to, you would have done it last time. But if Mr. Chu truly has something in mind,
Yi Han would be more than willing to keep you company.
I'll keep you company.
Where?
Right here.
Hello? Hello? Something's happened.
Next time, I promise.
What happened?
The real God Lord has appeared. The real God Lord? Isn't that a good thing? We will receive intelligence that the God Lord was spotted at Mipus Hospital in Country Inn.
News? Which of the top hospitals in the world? That's right.
All signs indicate the God Lord is gravely injured and still in a coma.
If the real God Lord wakes up, can the state banquet in 10 days be cancelled? We could just hold it after he regains consciousness.
No. The announcement has been made across the entire Dragon Kingdom. It can't be cancelled. For now, we have to make the act real. You must continue playing the God Lord. As long as Jiang Feng and the others don't discover the real God Lord's whereabouts, they won't be able to prove you're an imposter. Understood. Right now, the most important thing is to find out the God Lord's condition. Zheng Hong and I will fly to Country M. Whether the God Lord wakes up or not, in 10 days, we'll all be back to attend the state banquet with you.
It's not as simple as you're making it sound, is it?
Every move Zheng Hong and I make will be under Jiang Feng's watch, and the forces backing him. This mission is perilous. If we fail to return in 10 days, whether to attend the state banquet, will be up to you.
My lord, if Chu Yang stays alone in the Dragon Kingdom, will he be in danger?
I trust he'll be fine. Let's go.
Your Highness, just as you predicted, Xu Linglong has left Dragon Valley. With Xu Linglong absent from the state banquet, bringing down the Divine Temple will be much easier.
You deliberately leaked the information to Xu Linglong to lure her out of the country, so we could eliminate her abroad.
But someone as clever as Xu Linglong wouldn't take the bait so easily. Because we received confirmation, Shen Shu is indeed alive and currently at Mipus Hospital in Country M, and the information is genuine.
What?
Then why not just kill him?
If we kill him,
the fake becomes real.
I understand.
As for the state banquet in 10 days?
It's time to reel in the net. By then, our grand plan will be secured.
Haha. Jiang Fengcheng and the forces behind him.
It's time for them to show their true colors.
Lord Deng, it's been a long time.
Lord Shen, indeed, it has been far too long.
You and I both guard different regions of the Dragon Kingdom, stationed in the north and south respectively, if not for today's state banquet held by the monarch to welcome the Divine Lord.
The chances of us meeting would have been next to none.
Well said, Lord Shen. The Divine Lord vanished for 3 years. His return has finally given us this opportunity to meet. Now that the Divine Lord presides over us, the Dragon Kingdom fears no enemy from any direction.
The prosperity of this glorious age depends on today.
Ha 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 ha. I'm afraid what you two have said is somewhat inappropriate.
Greetings, Marquis of Beishuan.
Greetings, Marquis of Beishuan.
What the young Marquis said just now was inappropriate.
Young Marquis, please enlighten us.
The prosperity of the Dragon Kingdom rests on the monarch's iron cavalry, their hooves trampling enemy lands, and on my adoptive father, the Chancellor, who carried out sweeping reforms.
Governing with diligence and vision, what does any of that have to do with the Divine Lord?
These states banquets today is being held specifically to celebrate the Divine Lord's great achievements.
Lord Deng, I'm afraid you haven't grasped the situation. Guards, slap him!
From the looks of it, the monarch's faction intends to steal the Divine Lord's spotlight. Even Deng Shouyi, a regional commander, was slapped in public.
We'd better watch our words and actions.
Indeed, indeed. The Divine Lord has arrived.
Greetings, Divine Lord.
Is the Divine Lord?
Your Highness, the Divine Lord is indeed as His Majesty described. Handsome and extraordinary. You would be truly fortunate to marry a man like him.
The engagement hasn't been announced, Don't speak carelessly.
Most are true today. Seems a little different.
I, the Divine Lord, have arrived at this state banquet. Why is the monarch, Yang Qiankun, nowhere to be seen?
Reporting to the Divine Lord, Monarch Yang is discussing state affairs and may arrive later.
If he cannot even be punctual to a state banquet, how can he manage the affairs of the nation?
Well, the Divine Lord rebukes the monarch for being late. Why not look around the hall?
Today was meant to be the Divine Hall's home ground, to welcome your return.
So why are there guards every few steps, yet no sign of Zhang Feng of the War Department or your personal guard, Xu Linglong?
Could it be that these two don't take the Divine Lord seriously at all?
Insolent. Do you know who you're talking to?
I am Bishan Marquis, personally ennobled by the sovereign, and the Chancellor's adopted son. If the Divine Lord lectures me, so be it. But who do you think you are, you old fool? You dare lecture me?
What's going on?
Why, Liren is openly challenging the Divine Lord.
Those two slaps today make things crystal clear. Today's state banquet is likely a trap aimed at the Divine Lord.
Speak! Was Wang Liren ordered by the sovereign to move against the Divine Lord?
The Divine Lord's merits overshadow the throne.
He's long been suppressed by the sovereign.
As for this Wang Liren, though Wang Liren bears the title of Marquis without powerful backing, would he dare utter a word before the Divine Lord?
Looks like there'll be quite a show today.
That Wang Liren, what's gotten into him today?
The young Marquis is getting more and more arrogant.
It seems I've stayed out of the world for too long. Even a petty marquis dares challenge the Divine Temple now.
Guards! Take him away! 20 strokes! How dare you!
Anyone who resists will be executed on the spot.
War God Zhang Feng has arrived.
Zhang Feng, you're finally here! Say something for me!
Jiang Feng,
As head of the War Department, the Divine Lord is already here. Why are you so late?
The Divine Lord arrives!
Where is the Divine Lord?
The Divine Lord is right here. Why aren't you kneeling? Shu Yang!
I already have conclusive evidence against you.
Proof that you're nothing but a fraud.
Let's see how long you can keep up this act. The Divine Lord is actually a fake. No wonder my adoptive father dared have me challenge the Divine Lord.
The Divine Lord is really a fake? This is a state banquet. This is no place for games.
Jiang Feng, you really never learn your lesson, do you?
Have you forgotten how you lost the use of your left arm?
Why does Chu Yang feel different today? Almost like the real Divine Lord.
Xu Yang, you don't seriously think that relying on the last trace of true dragon aura in the God King token,
Summoning it once and triggering the 9 dragons protection once means you can rest easy? To keep deceiving the world as the Divine Lord? How naive.
Huh? Hey! How dare you raise your blades against the Divine Lord?
everyone, the true Divine Lord is Chu Lingtian.
As for the man before you, his name is Chu Yang.
3 years ago, when the Divine Lord fell in the Northern Realm, it was Xu Linglong who found this man
and had him impersonate the Divine Lord.
The goal was to seize control of the entire Divine Hall, and I, Zhang Feng, will purge these traitors in the Divine Emperor's name.
You say I'm a fake?
And that makes me one?
The Divine Lord token is carried by the Divine Lord himself.
Produce it, and you're real. Fail to, and you're a fraud. By then, the 8,000 soldiers outside the hall will take your worthless life. Last time, he used the God King token to summon the Sword Master
and triggered the 9 dragons protection. The Divine Lord token should already be shattered.
Let's see how you prove yourself without it.
The Divine Hall would never allow it. Nor would my 30,000 northern warriors.
The Divine Lord token.
It's with Linglong.
Ha ha! He's a fake!
Who says there is no Divine Lord token? Greetings, Divine Lord.
Xu Linglong?
Why is she here?
Didn't his lordship arrange for her to be intercepted and killed in Country M?
I'm late.
The real show is just beginning.
I thought you'd run.
As if I would.
But I remember the Divine Lord's token was already shattered.
It's not too late.
Don't worry.
It's already been restored. The Divine Lord's token is here. Who dares act out of line?
Impossible!
The Lord's token is completely intact.
To behold this token is to behold the Divine Lord himself. Guards! Zhang Feng dares to openly defy the Divine Lord. Seize him.
You!
Ha!
Jiang Feng, at the God King's banquet, you repeatedly questioned my identity. You lost an arm, yet you're still hopelessly foolish. willing to be used as someone else's pawn. In that case, here's the Divine Lord's decree.
Yes! At once!
Why does Chu Yang feel different today?
Strange. Am I imagining it? He really resembles the Divine Lord.
Jiang Feng of the Temple's War Division, its very commander, has disregarded the Temple's laws.
Shown disrespect to the Divine Lord's authority, led his men in open insubordination, and disrupted the state banquet.
Amidst the public's outrage. By decree, Jiu to be executed on the spot.
Impossible! You imposter! How dare you issue such an order?
The Lord will come save me.
He'll want to warn the warn the rest.
Establish authority through bloodshed. Yes, that's the Divine Lord's style.
Decisive and resolute in action. Impressive.
Does anyone still question me? Young Marquis.
Before the Divine Lord, I dare not call myself a Marquis.
Why be so modest, Marquis? You are the Beixuan Marquis personally ennobled by His Majesty and the Prime Minister's adopted son. What is there for you to fear?
I wouldn't dare. Wang Liran.
This is a state banquet. You incited the ministers against me. Do you know your crime? Divine Lord, please forgive me. Divine Lord, please forgive me.
Slap him 30 times! Let this serve as a warning to all.
Serves you right. Let him taste a real slap.
It feels like the Divine Lord who leads us is right here with us.
Divine Lord Shen is truly imposing today. You even dared to strike the Prime Minister's adopted son. May I ask, Divine Lord?
In all of Dragon Nation, is there anyone you dare not punish?
The monarch has arrived.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
I pay my respects to the monarch.
Little Marquis, no need for formalities. Today, I will uphold justice for you. Before the state banquet even began, you killed war god Jiang Feng
and gravely injured the Prime Minister's adopted son.
What is the meaning of this?
Jiang Feng belongs to the Divine Temple. His life or death is none of your concern.
As for him, he has no respect for anyone.
I disciplined him on the Prime Minister's behalf, so he won't cause trouble outside someday and disgrace the Prime Minister's household.
If you truly are the Divine Lord, then fine. But are you?
Jiang Feng also mentioned the name Chu Yang just now.
Could it be that your Majesty also holds some evidence?
You were eloquent and sharp-tongued just moments ago.
Why are you suddenly at a loss for words?
Did I strike a nerve?
Su Yang!
I don't know who that is.
Good!
Then I'll make sure you find out. Everyone, take a look. These are Chu Yang's relatives and friends.
Lu Yang?
Do you recognize them?
You don't? You really don't recognize them? Very well!
Then I'll introduce them to you one by one.
Interesting. This is Chu Yang's biological mother.
Princess, do you think what Yang Tiankun said is true?
Yang Tiankun has always been cautious. He wouldn't act without purpose. It seems these people really do have some connection with the Lord of the Temple.
And this one, you're Chu Yang's girlfriend too.
Chu Yang, save me.
Chu Yang. Zu Yang.
Grandma is old and Auntie just got out of the hospital. They can't handle this. If you've offended someone, just admit it. Don't drag us into this.
My lord. I have absolutely nothing to do with Xu Yang. You said it yourself. You only arrested Xu Yang's relatives and friends.
I'm neither his friend nor his family. Please let me go!
Huh?
If that's the case,
then you...
gonna die!
Yeah! Huh?
I don't know him.
Can't remember? That's fine. I'll help refresh your memory.
Take a look! On the big screen.
Hey, you little rascal! Washing your hands before you eat?
Grandma's sweet and sour ribs are so good.
Hey!
Happy birthday!
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Grandma.
Huh? I don't know how to write it. Can you teach me, please? Please? Hey, teach me.
What's going on in that head of yours?
I've explained this problem so many times already.
Wow! Chu Yang in the footage looks exactly like the Lord of the Temple on stage.
Could the Lord before us really be a fake?
Qiu Yang, how dare you impersonate the Lord of the Temple? Today is your last day.
3 years ago, the Lord vanished. Even my royal brother didn't know where he went. Is there truly some hidden secret behind this?
You're showing us this.
What are you trying to say? If this still isn't enough to prove your identity as fake, then...
Watch this.
Everyone, the real Lord of the Temple is currently unconscious at Nipa's hospital in Country M.
The real Lord is at Nita's hospital?
No wonder the Divine Lord hasn't shown himself for 3 years. So he was gravely wounded in that battle 3 years ago and has yet to wake.
That's impossible. I had men stationed at the entrance of Miapa's hospital. Could they have been taken out by Yang Qingkun's men?
My lord.
We can't keep up the act any longer.
Step outside.
The facts are right in front of us! The one before you is merely a stand-in, an imposter.
The real Divine Lord lies unconscious. Chu Yang, get over here now.
Kneel and offer your support.
So, Liang Qiankong, you've concluded that I'm Chu Yang,
and that the real Divine Lord was gravely injured 3 years ago.
And has been lying in a hospital bed ever since. Is that it?
What?
Still trying to deny it?
But that's all just your speculation. You want to know the truth.
Everything we know. Isn't that proof enough?
1.
Ah! Good!
Greetings, Divine Lord.
Greetings, Divine Lord!
Only the Divine Lord can draw the Divine King's sword without backlash and summon it at will.
Yang Qiankun, would you like to hear my version?
How is that possible?
In Haicheng, he drew the Divine King's sword without suffering backlash because of the Divine Lord's token.
But the true dragon aura within the token has already been depleted. How could he possibly summon the Sword Master again?
3 years ago, I stood alone at the northern frontier, Divine King's sword in hand, facing the war gods of 18 nations. In that battle, I was betrayed.
I was struck by the Asura war god's blood 2-0 poison.
The sword masters Jianlu and Zhuge gave their lives in the northern frontier to save me.
From then on, only 3 of the 5 sword masters remained.
Under their loyal protection, I survived by sheer luck. Afterward, to uncover the truth, I traveled the world in secret. It was also then that I found my twin brother, Chu Yang.
Chu Yang is the God Lord's twin brother. Oh my.
No wonder the two of them look so alike.
It's a pity. Chu Yang has suffered a cruel fate. Stricken with a grave illness, I sent him to Meieka's hospital in Country M for treatment.
But he has yet to wake up.
Chu Yang isn't here.
Mother fell ill again, so I had no choice but to set aside my identity to care for her.
Mother is there as well.
A plan 3 years in the making finally took shape.
Primera.
Assumed Chu Yang's identity.
You mean?
The one lying in Country M is Chu Yang.
And you're the true God Lord, Shu Lingtian.
That's impossible!
I lived as Chu Yang for 3 years to lure out Zhang Feng, the traitor of the Divine Temple.
And you who have been coveting the Dragon Kingdom's throne from behind the scenes.
Yang Qiankun, 3 years ago, if you hadn't leaked the information to the 18 nations in advance, how would I have been ambushed?
For personal gain, you colluded with the enemy and betrayed your country, an unforgivable crime punishable by the extermination of 9 clans.
Impossible! Shu Lingtian was struck by Blood Asura's poison, even if 2 sword masters sacrificed their lives to save him.
There's no way you could still be alive.
This has to be a lie. I only believe you are Chu Yang.
The one lying unconscious.
And the God Lord as well.
Yang Qiankun, do you think today's state banquet is your chessboard?
You're wrong. Today's banquet was orchestrated by the king and me. We've been waiting for you to show your true colors, so we can capture you all in one sweep.
The king was involved as well?
Though the king appears to indulge you in everything, he has long known of your rebellious ambitions. He endured in silence.
We're waiting for the right moment.
And today is when the net is drawn tight.
How could this be?
So this was the grand scheme all along!
Pearl, I endured in silence for 3 years, all for this very day. It hardly seems real. What do you mean by that?
My royal brother kept my marriage to the God Lord secret because he was waiting for this day.
Impossible! Kyuting Neo!
This is all a web of lies you fabricated.
Today I will kill you, you imposter!
Ha! Insane!
You've actually reached
the divine realm.
Young Qin, your downfall is inevitable. Why not surrender now?
Even if you are the God Lord, even if you've entered the divine realm, so what?
I am the supreme commander of the 3 armies, and they are all stationed outside the capital.
All I need to do is give the order.
And they will storm the capital. Blood will flood the streets.
You?
The truth is finally dragged into the open.
So you finally admit it! But you're celebrating too soon.
All commanders of the 3 armies have already switched sides.
Liang Qiankun!
Your reinforcements won't be coming!
What?
Guards, seize him! Throw him into the heavenly prison and await the sovereign's judgment.
Hey!
Hang!
Hey!
Qu Yang! Zhu Yao!
You are not the God Lord, nor have you truly entered the divine realm. What you used just now was the limitless divine art. Damage the enemy 1,000, harm yourself 800. 3 years ago, it was the true God Lord who found you. He taught you the 9 dragons divine art, and the limitless divine art to deal with Yang Qiankun.
That was the whole plan.
Everything was laid out 3 years in advance.
Does who I am really matter?
Chu Yang is Chu Lingqian, and Chu Lingqian is Chu Yang.
No matter who you truly are, Mr. Chu, as long as you are willing.
I am willing to follow you for a lifetime.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lu Wanning, Princess Ningyang of the Dragon Kingdom. Your future fiancé.